Ahead of us, we are seeing nothing on the radar. We are still fairly clear in terms of cloud cover, but it is going to continue to stay very warm. Temperatures still in the 80s right now. We're going to drop to the upper 70s tonight. Another hot week ahead. I'll have the details coming up. In the meantime, your news starts right now.
Local, experienced, trusted. This is KETK News at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for KETK News at 10. I'm Frank Jefferson.
And I'm Katie Pratt. We start off with a developing story. 2 inmates have escaped from Leon County. One fled the area and is considered to be armed and dangerous in Anderson County. Kevin Webb and Kevin Anthony Collar escaped on Friday afternoon. Webb led an officer on a pursuit in a stolen vehicle that also had a stolen firearm in it. He ditched the car, but officers recovered the vehicle in Anderson County. The whereabouts of both inmates are unknown at this time. Now, this story is still developing, so if you want more information, you can head over to our website. That's KETK.com. As we reach the tail end of tax-free weekend, parents and teachers are stocking up on all things back to school.
That's right. Oh, that's right. And KETK's Lauren Margolis, she tells us what people are buying.
Class this week, parents and teachers are out buying all the school essentials. Moms like Irene Jones preparing for the return to classrooms after a challenging time for all last year.
I feel like school is kind of her little piece of normal, and she thrives there.
Reports show spending on school supplies is expected to reach new records as students head back to in-person classes. And tax-free weekend has parents taking advantage of the deals.
The Retail Federation says total back-to-school spending is expected to reach a record of $37.1 billion. That's a lot of paper and pens.
She likes to take little notes, so sticky notes are always good. My daughter loves mechanical pencils, so extra lead for those.
This year, with national school supply shortages, it may be harder to check off everything on your list. Supplies like notebooks, pencils, and pens lining the shelves of Walmart and other stores. But how long can those supplies really last?
I noticed that everything looked like they were getting ready for back-to-school supplies, but then one of my clients mentioned how it was just a shortage, and it dawned on me that that was actually all that they had.
That's why Jones prefers turning to the internet.
With Bell, we do a lot of online shopping, and especially with the pandemic, it kind of just became the norm.
One Frankston teacher tells us what she's mainly shopping for at Walmart. She says it's her first year teaching PE.
I'm going to kind of look for some clothes for me to wear because I've never worn PE clothes. I've had to wear teacher clothes, you know, like nice pants and whatever.
East Texans filling up their carts to make sure they have what they need to start the school year off right. Lauren Margolis, KETK News.
In your news from our nation's capital, the U.S. Senate was back in session today, working towards passage of a $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure package. Senators are working to agree on additional amendments to the bill. The infrastructure package will increase the nation's spending on things like roads, bridges, public transit, airports, broadband internet, and electric vehicle charging stations. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says Democrats are ready and willing to vote on these amendments.
I repeat that Democrats are ready and willing to vote on additional amendments to the bill before moving to final passage. Once again, that will require the cooperation of our Republican colleagues. I hope they will cooperate so we can move more quickly. Otherwise, we'll proceed by the book and finish the bill.
President Joe Biden has called the infrastructure plan a potentially historic investment, comparing it to the building of transcontinental railroad or interstate highway system. Coming up next on KETK News at 10, defining memory care, why this association wants a legal definition.
And the Olympics closing ceremonies are tonight, how they're passing the torch for the Summer Games in 2024.
The new KETK mobile app is redesigned with you in mind. Download the KETK mobile app today.
Could you announce the name of the business on this sheet?
Name of the business?
Yosemite?
Yosemite Roofing.
Yosemite.
Yosemite Roofing?
Yosemite.
Yosemite?
Hey guys, it's Josiah with Yosemite Roofing, and we don't care what you call us, as long as you call us.
There's a place in a land we love, forged from a fight for freedom and independence, where honor and tradition remain the hallmarks of hope. Rugged idealism and bold adventure sets it apart, as faith and family looms large in men's hearts. From east to west you will find it's more than a state, it's a state of mind. Texas Bank and Trust, always Texas strong.
When a stroke occurs, damage to the brain can result. At UT Health East Texas, we are improving stroke outcomes with mobile technology that tracks patients before, during, and after arrival at the hospital. We're using less invasive surgery that reduces hospital stays and speeds recovery. And our comprehensive stroke center team is ready 24/7 at UT Health Tyler. Because with strokes, saving time saves lives.
Peters Chevrolet Business Elite has your next hard-working commercial truck. Silverado heavy-duty trucks are designed to tackle the toughest jobs with your tools in tow. Low-cab forward trucks are built to be productive, offering cabs and upfits for any business need. Keep your business moving forward with the largest inventory of Chevrolet commercial vehicles in East Texas with free nationwide delivery. See for yourself why more East Texas business owners buy at Peters than any other dealer. Peters Chevrolet. Find new roads.
It's never easy to make decisions for an aging loved one. The National Alzheimer's Association says nearly half of the people living in nursing homes and residential care facilities here in the U.S. have been diagnosed with the disease or one of the other hundreds of types of dementia.
Naturally, more of these facilities are offering memory care and trying to cater to this growing population. But investigative reporter A.V. Travis found that it's harder for families to know the level of care their loved ones need. Here's our report.
This was just a little cartoon that she did.
All over Sharon Butler's home.
I think it's probably faded through the years.
There are pieces of her mom.
She made them, and, you know, sentimental.
When Sharon was 25 years old, her mom had a stroke while working on this painting.
She never quite put the detail into that she would have.
A stroke that altered her mind and her daughter's life.
It was extremely traumatic.
After the stroke, Sharon's mom was diagnosed with vascular dementia and later developed Alzheimer's disease. She had to trade her original art for simpler crafts and paint-by-number kits.
Her safety was an issue because she couldn't let her in the kitchen to do anything. She would forget to lock doors.
Eventually, they made the difficult decision. Both her mother and father would need to move into assisted living. Over the years, Sharon and her husband had to find a home for his mom, who was diagnosed with Alzheimer's as well, and then a home for Sharon's aunt.
It's always difficult.
The decision becomes even more difficult because individuals with Alzheimer's do require specialized care.
Advocates with the Alzheimer's Association explained these residents and patients are dealing with more than just forgetfulness that can come with aging.
And ultimately, your brain stops telling your body to breathe and your heart to beat. And so it's really just a totally different set of services and care that's required.
The state of Texas does offer an Alzheimer's certification for facilities that meet additional safety, design, staffing, and training qualifications. Right now, nearly a third of the state's more than 2,000 assisted living communities have at least a portion of their facility Alzheimer's certified. For skilled nursing facilities, though, it's less common, with only 34 homes in Texas certified. Meanwhile, facilities across the state market memory care wings or other special services. We found at least a dozen assisted living facilities with no certification that feature memory care in their name.
And it could just mean that they have locked facilities. And it could mean that they have even more, requirements, but the term isn't specific.
It's an important distinction for advocates.
So this marketing can be misleading.
Which is why they fought for a law to require any facility that markets memory care to be more transparent with prospective residents and their families about their Alzheimer's certification status.
prior to this bill, it's really just a line item that a family member, hopefully, luckily, would catch as they're going through the vast amount of paperwork that is required of, putting a loved one in a facility. And so this will just be an explicit paper on whether they're certified and what that means. And so ultimately what this is just going to change is how we hold facilities accountable.
Every month we're introducing a new type of training. It does take quite a bit, and a lot of places just won't go that extra step.
Silverado Barton Springs is one of the largest Alzheimer's certified communities in Austin. Its leadership says it can be frustrating to explain why that certification differentiates it from other facilities marketing memory care.
The general public is still confused about the terminology, so hopefully with the new bills that are coming out, that it will help educate the public.
And the bill passed with bipartisan support, soon to become law. The only concern?
Those all come at a cost, and the state of Texas doesn't pay for that higher level of care.
Nursing home industry advocates testified to lawmakers the certification process is expensive, a cost that's often passed on to patients and their families.
So you really do need to do your research and ask a lot of questions and visit as much as you can.
Sharon says it's not a paint by number or a one-size-fits-all. She knows not everyone with cognitive issues needs the highest level of care. After 4 different experiences searching for the right senior living home for her loved ones, Sharon now leads a support group for caregivers in the Austin area.
It's not like getting married or having a baby where you do all the research and you get ready and you prepare and you get informed. Nobody wants to know about this until they have to. The more information we have going into any decision like that, the better.
Alzheimer's Association says it would like to work towards legally defining the term memory care. In Florida, a special license is required to offer memory care and Alzheimer's services.
When we come back, Alex has one last look at your work week forecast. Stay with us.
KETK Today is here, so you're prepared. Weekday mornings on KETK.
Glancing over again, it's her versus the world record. Can she close it out? He has not given up, though. Don't give up on him. He Phelps is going to do it. Phelps is going to win it. What's the time going to be? A world record? Yes! Jesse Diggins to the line. Yes! And it is Jesse Diggins delivering a landmark moment that will be etched in U.S. Olympic history.
Don't miss the moment on KETK.
A healthy home is a safe home. Patriot Electric Service is your smart choice for knowing that your home's electrical system is performing properly. Our friendly Tyler electricians can perform a 52-point electrical inspection, such as checking smoke detectors, GFCI outlet locations, and any other faulty devices. A $69 fee that gives your family the best protection from electrical hazards. Call today, 903-954-2525, or message us at patriotelectricservices.com.
I'm excited to be back out there. What's better than racing with my friends on 2 wheels? Baylor Scott & White, Texas Spine and Joint Hospital came through when I overextended my shoulder. Walked in, got fast, effective care with fellowship-trained, board-certified specialists. Now I'm moving better, and I get better out there every day. Physician-owned Baylor Scott & White, Texas Spine and Joint Hospital.
Hi, I'm Kristen Dow Carver with Dow Autoplex in Mineola. Come to Dow and check out GMC's SUV and trucks, where we can save you thousands on your next new vehicle. At Dow Autoplex, seeing green is saving green.
Shop local, shop Athens. Nestled among beautiful trees in Athens is a unique gift shop, Chasing Rabbits. This warm and friendly shop is filled with delights and gifts for every reason and season. Find something to make you smile at Chasing Rabbits, Athens, Texas.
And now, your East Texas Storm Team forecast with meteorologist Alex Moore.
Well, it's been another warm Sunday. We've had a pretty calm night so far. Otherwise, it's been a little bit humid. A few clouds around. Otherwise, it's going to be a pretty nice start to your week. We haven't seen much in terms of precipitation today. There were some coastal showers just south of the viewing area, just past Deep East Texas, where there were some showers, but the sun went down and those have since fizzled out. So we have nothing over the radar as we go through the rest of the night into your Monday morning. The warm conditions are going to continue. 85 here in Tyler still, 84 in Mineola. Dallas is no longer in the 90-degree range at 89 out there. 82 in Athens and Palestine, 84 in Crockett, Nacogdoches, and Lufkin at 83. Center 86 in the Lone 70, 79 in Jefferson. Everybody else is in the 80s. Dew points are still in the low 70s too, so the muggy conditions are going to continue. 74 here in Tyler, 73 in Mineola, 75 in Nacogdoches and Lufkin. Again, we're going to be in those low mid 70s, so that very humid, very oppressive, sort of sweltering heat will continue, and it's being brought in by our southerly breeze. We still have a 10-mile-an-hour breeze right now. We could see gusts again tomorrow, 15, 20 miles an hour. So it was breezy at times today, but overnight we're going to be a little bit calmer, 5 to 10 miles an hour with those winds. Mid to upper 70s tonight, so with those warm, humid conditions are going to continue into the beginning of your day for Monday. So on our future cast, we have a calm night, nothing to worry about. Some cloud cover is going to enter the area as we go through the morning. As the humidity builds, the cloud cover will gradually be around. Once the sun starts to come up, we'll burn that cloud cover off. We'll see lots of sunshine again for Monday. We shouldn't see much, if any, precipitation even towards Deep East Texas. Everybody should remain sunny and dry for your Monday. Going into the night for Tuesday morning, we're going to see the same thing where that humidity will be around. That blanket of moisture will be around as you walk out the door. You'll feel it as soon as you head out the door. Once we get into the beginning of the day, the sun's going to burn off that cloud cover, and we're going to see lots of sunshine for Tuesday afternoon. There is a chance a coastal shower pops up, very isolated, that might sneak into Deep East Texas, but otherwise we're not going to see much in terms of rain activity going through the rest of the beginning of the week into the middle of the week. So it's going to continue to stay dry. It's also going to continue to stay very sunny and warm. So temperatures mid to upper 90s. The heat index will stay above 103. We could see triple-digit heat index values for a good chunk of the afternoon. Handful of hours where it'll stay very warm, not until really the sun goes down. The only chance that we really have upcoming for maybe some relief from the heat with some rain will more than likely be on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, unless you're lucky enough to maybe get one or two to pop up. But like it says on Monday, it will be roasting the next few days into the week. Not too much rain, so be careful. Drink lots of water, conserve energy if you can, and check on those who struggle in the heat. Back over to you.
All right, thank you, Alex. The Olympics closing ceremonies are tonight. How they are passing the torch for the Summer Games in 2024.
KETK Weather is sponsored by Southside Bank.
Injured by a distracted driver? Call Monsoor Law 999-9999.
What matters to you matters to us. At the Sloan Law Firm, this is our commitment to you. And Lake Fork Stables shares that commitment. Lake Fork Stables' Riders Up program provides access to horses for kids from low-income families to autistic children who need a constant in their life. Thank you, Lake Fork Stables, for being an important part of our community. Go to ktk.com to submit a nonprofit you think goes above and beyond.
Check, check, check.
Health Matters, our team of medical doctors and providers partner with patients to treat the whole person, not just the symptoms. We consider our patients friends and pride ourselves on providing cutting-edge, science-based medical care. Whether you're suffering from autoimmune disease, diabetes, difficulty losing weight, sexual issues, or just not feeling good, consider inviting us on your journey to finally feeling better. Integrative Health Matters in Tyler.
Keep up with the latest by following KETK on Twitter.
Your local Olympic headquarters and the historic 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo officially comes to a close tonight. The 32 Olympian will forever be remembered for his challenges and triumphs, but after being delayed for an entire year due to the pandemic, the performances we all witnessed in Tokyo were worth the wait. The final medal count for Team USA, 113 medals in 28 different sports, including 39 gold, 41 silver, and 33 bronze. Tonight on NBC, these amazing athletes and their achievements are being honored one last time with the closing ceremonies in Tokyo. And just a friendly reminder, the 2022 Winter Olympics begin in just under 6 months from now on February 4th in Beijing. And the next Summer Games are slated for Paris, France in 2020. Small crowds of people, they gathered outside Tokyo's National Stadium where the closing ceremony was being held. Despite the state of emergency due to the pandemic, people came out to take in the last of the Olympic atmosphere. Police officers tried to keep the crowd moving. This was the first modern Olympics held without spectators in the stands and without tourists. Japan is saddled with a $15 billion cost.
As part of the closing ceremony, organizers in Japan handed off the Olympic Games to the City of Lights. And judging by this display of national pride, the citizens of Paris can't wait. Check out the jets dropping French flag-colored smoke as they streak through the Paris sky. And organizers say thank you to Tokyo. Join us tonight on NBC to check out the entire closing ceremony as the games of the 32nd Olympiad officially come to an end. That's all for the news.
That's right, but stick around. The Sports Night in East Texas with Garrett Sanders starts after the break.